Open your eyes, open your mind. We are the Winx. Winx, if your hand is holding mine, we can fly through space and time, and together we'll be surefire winners. Winx, with a smile you can't.
My goodness.
Okay. We talked a little bit about Sky. So what do you wish happened in this season?
Honestly, the season was pretty good. Like the storyline was great. I wouldn't change the storyline. The only thing I would change is I would like if Bloom was a little more skeptical about Rosalind. She just trusted this lady with everything she had, and I was like,
Like,
girl,
hey, you I saw you in my dream. We must be connected somehow.
that was a bit like annoying. And another thing I wanted to happen, I didn't want Dowling to die at the end. Like the head
Yeah.
mistress, I didn't want it to die. Like why they just snapped her neck like that, and I was like, she would have made such a good opponent to Rosalind, you know. And the
In
story fits,
season 2.
and the story fits because she was her student, and it would have been such a good rivalry. But no, they had to kill her, and I was just like,
I think it's gonna be Bloom against Rosalind.
yeah, and I wish they told us more about like, you know, the four like the four students, Rosalind students and all of them and what they did. I wish they went more into detail about that because that's how this whole thing started with Rosalind. And I kind of want to know
Yeah.
what happened there.
Like, how did Sky's dad become literally a war criminal where he was okay with letting so many people die? Like, how did he get to that point?
And how
Did
did
he trust
Rosalind
Rosalind that much?
and why do they trust Rosalind that much? Did she have
Yeah.
special powers that no one knew about? Was she like this great martyr or something? What happened? Why is
Did
Rosalind
she save them? Like so many, they had such like loyalty to Rosalind that was never really explained. It was just like, oh, she's my teacher, you know?
also, you know, Stella and her mother's relationship, the queen of whatever. I feel like they should have expanded on that a bit. Like I feel like the queen should have had a bit of a bigger role. And also they should, if Stella is the queen's daughter, they should have given her more stuff to do. Like she's literal royalty. She's actual
Yeah.
royalty.
So like Stella, I feel like Stella's mom didn't feel like royalty to me because like even when she stepped out of the car, I was so disappointed. Like when Stella's mom first showed up and she stepped out of the car, I was like, oh, that's the
Can
queen.
we talk
The
about
mother?
the fact that none of the parents' hair matches the child's hair? Sky's hair is blonde, his father's hair is brunette. Stella's hair is blonde, her mother's hair is brunette. Can we please talk about the fact that the mother and child and the parents' hair don't match their child's hair? Why?
I remember thinking that Stella's mom would be like really tall with like long blonde hair and like queen like, but I didn't really get that vibe from her. They don't even look alike.
I just feel like none of the parents looked like their children. I just
Even
don't.
Tara and her dad both brown hair, so
Tara
I guess
and her brother, Tara's brother looked like the dad a little bit.
yeah.
I don't know. It wasn't a bad series though. It really wasn't. What
I
you
do wanna point out that why does Sky's mother never get mentioned? It's always like his dad, his dad, his dad. What about his mom? Is his mom alive? Is she okay? Is she also dead?
we don't know.
What's happening with his mom?
Also, Stella's dad. Like, what happened to the king? Like, he's the actual king. What happened to him?
Okay, so we talked a little bit about this, but what do you think predictions for season 2?
Firstly, I want backstories for Aisha. I want backstories for Stella and Sky. They should expand more on the story with Rosalind and her students and why they trust her so blindly and why they kept her locked up and whatever. And
Yeah.
I also think they should expand on like obviously they have to expand on Sky's father and how he's alive again and how he raised
Yeah.
Beatrix. Like we need to know all of these details. And we need to find Bloom's parents, obviously. I feel like that's going to be another major storyline, obviously.
Unfortunately, we do. We do have to find out who they were or are.
And I feel like we also need to know a bit more about Stella. I feel Stella should have a bigger role. I mean, she's actual royalty. Her kingdom is connected to Sky's father. I want to know
Yeah.
what is Stella going to do because she is a big
And
character.
also Musa. I want to know more about like they did a little bit about how she felt her mom's pain as she died, but I want to explore Musa's powers a bit. You know,
Yeah,
when
Muse
she
is really a
when
great
she was
character. I really enjoyed her character and her relationship with Tara's brother. I liked that. I felt that was really cute. That was
I
cute.
do want to point out another thing. What the hell was happening with Riven and Dave? Dave? Devin?
Dane. Dane.
Dave?
And I oh
Dave.
What was happening? What was happening with
Is
Riven
Dane
and
gay?
Devin?
Is Dane gay? Or what? Yeah, I'm so confused.
I think they were. I think they didn't specifically say. I'm getting bisexual vibes because towards the end he seemed really into Beatrix.
Yeah, that's why I'm confused. And also, like, why is he so loyal to Beatrix? Tara was so nice to him. Tara was simping for this boy. Honestly,
Yeah.
was simping for him.
She was. There's no lie there.
Okay. And yet he still was like, Beatrix is the only one who sees me for who I am. And I was like,
I'm like, no.
boy, Beatrix
Boy,
played you. She played you. And shame, I feel really bad for Tara. She should have gotten the guy she wanted. Like, that would have been really cute. She saved him from Riv when he was trying to, like, you know. Yeah, I feel, shame, man. I feel bad for Tara.
you know, in the animation, Musa and Riven actually get together.
Musa and Riv. Oh, that's an unlikely pairing.
They only had one interaction. It was so strange. When I was watching the show, I was like, oh, they only interacted once?
I don't even remember them interacting. But no, I found it, and also I feel like they should have bonded the. I want to see in season 2 the bond between Bloom and her roommates. Like I want to see them together more because yeah, they supported each other and everything, but it was kind of like, oh, because she's my roommate. It wasn't like.
Yeah, it wasn't like I supported and I wanted to do good. Yeah,
it wasn't like a friendship, you know. We never see them become friends. I think the only friendship we saw was Bloom and Aisha, but that wasn't even proper because Bloom just kept.
That was just Aisha following Bloom around. She was Simon. Aisha was the Simon.
Exactly, and I think I liked it between Tara and Musa. And you know that whole thing about like she was first ignoring Tara, and then she was like, I could feel.
It was a sweet friendship. I liked it. And even Tara and Stella towards the end, when Tara was like, I miss Stella, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cute.
Tara is so cute. I really liked Tara. She's so
I like the character.
Yeah, me too. I don't know. What do you think would happen in season 2? What are you looking for in season 2?
You said most of it. I just hope that somehow, some way, in some Vampire Diaries world, Dowling comes back to life or something, or that we realize she's not dead. Because seriously, they can't have killed her. That was so quick though. Such an important character, just that.
And if they don't, what the fuck are they gonna do about it?
Just like that.
And the thing is, she's so powerful. She managed to kill a burned one. She killed it.
Yeah.
And yet, I just don't understand how she can just like snap her neck and like, okay, you're dead now. Like, girl.
Yeah. I was upset with that. And I'm like, Dowling, Rosalind has been Dowling's like enemy for so long that when Rosalind literally came to sit down with her at the bench, she didn't blink an eye. She was just like, oh, that's Rosalind. How are you, Rosalind? And I was like, girl, like get a weapon, something. Start preparing for battle. This girl, Rosalind has been her enemy for almost 20 years. And she sees her and she doesn't blink an eye.
I don't think
also done that.
The way they were like, like she kept Rosalind imprisoned, which means she knew that Rosalind was like evil. And yet, she still, when she got released, it wasn't even that big of a deal. She never go all, I need to find her, blah, blah, blah. She was just like, oh, okay, cool. Where's Bloom? Like, girl, your enemy got released.
Is out. The literal war criminal is out to rain terror. That's fine.
Bloom just trusted her. Bloom was like, okay, I'll just follow you everywhere. And I was like, girl,
Girl, no.
girl,
Girl,
no.
no.
Trust Dowling. I would have trusted Dowling. Dowling gave me Dumbledore vibes. Like, why
Yeah.
did you trust
Yeah.
Rosalind?
It reminded me, when Dumbledore was keeping secrets from Harry. Oh, yeah, I remember that. And Harry was so angry at Dumbledore. And then they realized at the end that Dumbledore is only doing it for Harry's protection. Oh,
Dude. And
that was my
also,
comparison.
how can they all just walk into the headmistress's office just like that? They all had access. Beatrix broke in, the secretary was evil and he broke in, Aisha was working there, Bloom just walks in drunk. How do they all just have access to this lady's office? I mean,
Yeah.
at least lock your door, girl. Like, come on, you're the headmistress.
Yeah. Like, I remember how, like, even going, remember, I was about to mention my high school, BIC, but I was like, oh no, you didn't go to BIC with me. To go talk to our the head of our school, like even though her office was accessible, we still had to knock. Usually she usually even wasn't even there. So like it's strange that Bloom could just walk in.
All drunk. And I also want to know a bit more about who was Sky's father figure, the one who got burned by the burn one. What was
Silva.
it? What?
Silva.
Silva. I want to know more about him. He was a good character. I liked him. He was quite cool.
But he also told Sky about his dad literally minutes before the burned ones were attacking the school. Literally, the burned ones were almost in the school, and he was like, "Hey, Sky, by the way, I'm the one who killed your dad, and your dad is a war criminal. Bye, go fight the burned ones, protect the school."
I'll take you. Yeah,
Hey,
dude.
mine. Hey.
I don't understand this. And Sky was so worried about Silva throughout the show when he was hurt and things. And Silva was just like, yeah, I'm just gonna keep you in the dark because I'm gonna protect you and whatnot. When has ever like lying to your family members got you anywhere in these shows?
I know, right? Yeah.
Like none of these people
I
have
never
good
did that anyway.
relationships with their parents. Have you noticed that? Sky's dad, the war criminal, Bloom's parents are missing. We don't know about Aisha's parents because they never give her a backstory. Musa's mother died. Tara's dad kind of lied to them about he doesn't trust them. So none of these characters actually have good relationships with their parents.
Yep. That's a great basis for any teen show. Have a bad relationship with your parents.
Honestly, and can we please talk about Bloom's mom and how she was like, you need to be popular? And I was just like, girl, she literally lives all of our lives. Like we are literally the people we sit in our rooms the whole day, read books and watch movies. And Bloom's mom is like, go out. I'm like, girl, leave your child alone.
Like, calm down. At least she's not doing drugs.
I mean,
your child is not wild and out, she must calm down a little. I understand you on that point.
Oh, dude, Bloom's mom was a bit annoying, but anyways, season 2, there's always season 2. It can do us better.